Hey, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muazzam Hafiz bin Marzuki, and today I will be showing you guys how to prop up and set up a tripod for prisms. So first step is to set up a picket. Choose any spot in the ground and hammer your picket down to at least 1 centimeter above ground. Next, prepare your tripod. Make sure to unlock the screw and pull it up to either shoulder height or chest height. So now that you have locked the screw, you want to pick a spot, tekan kat kaki, baru buka. Dan bila buka ni, okay, so now that you have set up the tripod, make sure that you can see the picket through this hole. So now we take our prism and place it on the tripod. First of all, ensure that you have locked the prism onto the tripod from down here. There will be a screw. Twist the screw until it is firm and the prism will not move. Okay. Make sure that your foot screw is all set to level to make sure that there is no deviation in the bubble. So as you can see, the bubble is misplaced. This shows that the tripod and the prism is not level. So let's fix that. The bubble should be directly in the center. And lock. So now we can see that the bubble is centered, meaning that the tripod and prism is completely level. Okay, so now that the tripod and prism is completely level, we want to look into the plummet to see if it is aligned with the picket. As you can see, the plummet is directly on top of the picket's nail. Okay, so now I want to show you guys how to set up the total station. Essentially it has the same first step where we have to set up the picket. So the picket is already in the ground. All we have to do now is to hammer it down to at least 1 inch off of the ground. So same step as the prism, where we have to make sure that the level of the top of the tripod is about chest level or shoulder level. Okay, so now you can see that from this hole we are able to locate the picket. This is the hole where we will see the picket through the plummet. So the total station will be located safely in its box. First step is to unlock the total station box. Now, when it comes to picking up the total station, we have to be very careful because it is quite heavy and it is also very delicate. So be sure to pick it up with 2 hands. One on the handle and one more on the base plate. Place the total station on the tripod. Make sure that the 3 edges align with the edges on the tripod. Then proceed to lock it from below. Okay. Now we make sure that the total station is completely locked onto the tripod. So now we can use the plummet to locate the picket that we had recently hammered onto the ground. When leveling the tripod, be sure to have one hand on the handle of the total station and the other on the tripod. Almost there. Oh. Sikit lagi. Okay. Oh. Okay. Alright, so as you can see, the bubble is now completely centered. Now we have to locate the picket once more. So as you can see, the bubble is completely centered. Now we can check on the picket. We can see that the plummet is directly on top of the X mark on the picket. Go. Okay, so now that we set up the total station, come closer. You want to take a look at the panel and you'll be able to see that there is a digital plummet. So in order to make sure that the total station works as intended and with full accuracy, we must make sure that the maximum error in the plummet is about 20 seconds below. So as you can see, this is around 3 to 5 seconds, 3 on the x-axis and 3 on the y-axis. So move around in order to make sure that the error is closer to zero as possible. The closer it is to zero, the better. Now that we have the total station and station number 3 set up, in order to get the bearing for station 3, we must first use a compass. Based on the compass, the bearing that we can collect from station 2 to station 3 is 16 degrees. So now that we know that the bearing for left facing from station 2 to station 3 is 16 degrees, we want to key that into the total station. So the steps are as follows. Okay. Function. Press H set, go to angle and type in the bearing 16. Press OK. Okay. Now we want to write down the values for face left and face right for station 2 to 3. 16 degrees, 00 minutes and 00 seconds. Right facing, right facing. Now we want to get the right face reading. As you can see, it is 166 degrees, 00 minutes and 01 second. And the right facing value is 196 degrees, 00 minutes and 00 seconds. Alright, so we have already set up station 1 as we did with station 3. Now we want to shoot station 1 from station 2. So it's station 2 to station 1. So first thing you want to do is use the triangle to locate station 1. Then you want to lock the slow motion on both X and Y. Now look through the lens and make sure that your stadia is directly on the prism. Once it is on the prism, you can see that I don't have to press anything since I've already set the bearing from station 3. We can see that the bearing from station 2 to station 1 is exactly 112 degrees, 33 minutes and 29 seconds. So now I will show you guys how to get the right facing value for station 2 to station 1. Same process, use the triangle to locate the target from station 2 to station 1 and proceed to lock the total station. As you did, look through the lens and proceed the same way as you would with left facing. Change focus if needed. Make sure stadia is visible and move to slow motion to acquire the target. Now if you look at the display, you can see that the bearing is exactly 292 degrees, 33 minutes and 09 seconds. This is right facing from station 2 to station 1. Yeah. Alright, so for from station 2 to 1, we have the left facing of 112 degrees, 33 minutes and 17 seconds. Our face right value is 292 degrees, 33 minutes and 17 seconds. So now I will be explaining the main functions, the functions of the main components on the total station. Okay, so this is the bubble, where the main function of the bubble is to check for the level, to see if the total station is level. So this is the optical plummet. You can look through the optical plummet to locate the picket to make sure that the total station is centered. Okay, so these are the slow motion. These are the slow motion locks. So as you can see, now the total station is locked. You can use the slow motion screw to adjust and acquire the target. Okay, so this is the sighting collimator. We can use the sighting collimator to shoot for the bisection of the prism. Okay, so there are also a few advantages of using the total station over your conventional measuring tape and pole, where the total station has far better accuracy and a smaller margin of error, and also the ease of transfer of data, as in you can shoot your laser from the total station and the data will be stored inside the total station's computer. You can then transfer that data straight to your computer without having to write anything down. So from the data collected, we can see that I am able to create a table of left facing, right facing and distance. In order to calculate the data, the formula is to use back bearing minus the front bearing, where the back bearing is from station 2 to station 1 and the front bearing is from station 2 to station 3. So that's 112 degrees, 33 minutes and 17 seconds minus 16 degrees, 00 minutes and 00 seconds. So now we can see that the internal angle for this traverse is 96 degrees, 33 minutes and 17 seconds.